Hey everyone, so you guessed it, today's another Glam Saturday. You got it right, wow. Go check out my friend Anaya Robbins. Go check out her YouTube channel. She's really funny and she'll be vlogging, so she's just gonna take you with her on her day. And yeah, she's really funny and she's really like you'll really enjoy her videos. So yep, go check out her channel. Follow my Instagram, don't forget, makeup_Marissa612. You already know. Go follow my Instagram. Subscribe. You know, anything you want to comment, just tell me what you want to see. You know the drill. You already know that. So let me just start before this video takes forever. First things first. Primer. I feel like I don't know if I ever explain while I'm going, probably, but so what I do first is I put the primer on my face just because it's I don't know, so it's not all over the place. And so my friend actually, she put the primer on my face because it was just sanitary and she didn't want to touch my face. And then too, she used the brush because she also didn't want to touch my face for sanitary reasons. I didn't mind that. And then when she put on my foundation and my makeup, and I sat there and I'm like, wow, I feel so moisturized and I feel so just good, and I feel like I was glowing. And so now every time I do my makeup, I put my primer on with the brush because just feels good and makes my foundation just so beautiful and feel good, and it doesn't feel like, oh, like some people complain about drying. Like my foundation never did that, drying out my face, but it just feels so much better when you put the primer on with the brush, because it doesn't like go all the way in your skin. It kind of sits on top but then also sinks in, so you're just getting a lot of goodness because of this hack. Let me put on some, you already know, Bubble Macaroon Lip Balm. I forgot what it's called for a second. It's a macaroon, how could I forget that? But I did. So next is foundation. Know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna mix them for fun. So I'm running out of this foundation, and the other day I was home and my mother had coupons for Wet n Wild, and they expired that day, and that day it started to snow, so there's literally nothing we could do about it, like at all. I'm so mad. I think I'm gonna take this brush. That's funny how like how different both those shades are, and how I still wear both of them. Why do I keep doing that? Stop it. So you know, I think I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender instead and kind of, yep. So I'm gonna do my brush first to kind of blend everything out, and then I'm gonna go over with my beauty blender to kind of put everything into the skin. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and kind of just pat everything in. I definitely have like more combination skin. So right here, my nose here, I'm so dry, and then the rest, my face is like normal. So I guess, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Whatever you want to call that. My face is just ridiculous. My nose is so dry though all the time. So next is concealer. So I'm going to take my NYX concealer and put that under my eye, on my eyelid. So today I'm kind of winging it on the look, the glam look. But for next week, you guys can comment what you want to see. If you want to see like what color, I guess. Or if you want to see like, I don't know if you want to see me do something specifically or anything, just let me know. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and dab that all out. I probably said beauty blender in like a million videos, but this is just like a Sephora beauty sponge. Yeah, it came in a little duo, and I think I'm gonna buy more because I think this brush has, I mean this beauty blender's had it. I've washed it and then washed it, used it over and over and over again, and I think it's just had it. That's what happens all the time. Like that Sephora concealer is so good, but it can get out of hand real fast. And then you look so white. I'm like, no, 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 no. What happened was that I used a concealer. If you were an OG and you watched like my first video, I used another Sephora concealer in like Tatin 11. And when I went, I needed a new concealer. I went and they didn't have that shade. They literally had every other shade except that one. I was so mad, but I think the lady was just trying to like play me and try to make me buy the more expensive one. So of course, you know, me, I was like, well, this shade is like close enough. So I'm just gonna get this one in the cheaper instead of buying the more expensive one, because why would I do that? Well, we got a lot of makeup on right now. Tried to put out, my friend said she wanted, my roommate actually, said she wanted to see me go full glam and just cake it on, so that's what we gonna do, cake it on. Cake it on, cake it on, cake it on. My eyebrows, guys, I plucked them myself, and I'm really proud of them. They were horrible in my last video, but I didn't even care. Oh my gosh, let me set my eye before I'm babbling like a fool. Beauty sponge. Look at the difference. It just looks so good on this eye. No, honestly, you probably can't even see it in the camera, but in real life, it's just so like, I can't live without this. This stuff is magic. I just gave my sister the e.l.f. settings powder, which also works really well. I just like this one better, obviously, but I just feel like if the e.l.f. one, this one is a little bit, it's not as fine as, I'm like talking all over the place. It's not as like fine as the e.l.f. one, but the e.l.f. one still works. This one I just like, it's a little bit, to me, it's a little bit thicker, if that makes sense. I'm sitting all over. So I'm gonna set in the middle of my forehead. Everywhere put concealer, so we are not creasing ever. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this giant fluffy brush. This is like, I never talk about this brush, but it's just a giant fluffy brush. Like, it's so perfect. So then I just rub it all around, you know. And then if you didn't see, I've got put some concealer on my eyes, blended that out, and then I used the setting powder to set my eyes and set my concealer, so that when I put on my eyeshadow, it'll just lock in there and be perfect. So what am I gonna do next? Eyebrows, duh. Sorry. I usually do my eyebrows while I bake, and then I forget, and then it's like, whew, now I feel like I'm all over the place. Yeah, whatever. Eyebrows, so what I do is I lift my eyebrows up. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I do it. Then I draw bottom line under there, and I kind of just go through all the way down. And then what I like to do is I take my spoolie in and kind of buff all the colors in, not all the colors, but buff the color into my eyebrow so it just looks natural. And then I'll just go fill in whatever I want again, and then bring it down a little bit farther. And then I'll do the same thing. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing. This eyebrow, I think I've said this before, but it's so much harder because these hairs go this way instead of this way. So it's annoying, but I kind of do the same thing. Fill it in, try to get it to go as that way as possible, if that makes any sense. Spoolie. These eyebrows look crazy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean them up. Oh man, I put too much. The struggle. That one looks alright. I think I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to take my beauty blender and kind of just bring that back down. See, this eyebrow likes to hate me and look ugly all the time, so I'm sorry. My eyebrows take forever. And not normally because I don't like need to do that much to them, but this guy just likes to be difficult. Okay. They look so different. They don't even look like sisters. But you know what? Me and my older sister don't look alike. We're gonna let this one rock. Let it rock. From far away, they look like sisters. They're not the close sisters, they're the kind of farther sisters. Whatever you would call that. I'm like mumbling and you can't even hear me. I'm so sorry, guys. The next one I'm gonna do is eye. So I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill palette and take this shade right here. Is this Pukey? Yes, I knew it. I'm gonna take Pukey and I'm gonna mix that with, I don't know what this one is at all, with Mocha. Wow, that one's kind of self-explanatory. So what I'm gonna do, so that you guys can really follow along, I won't speed this up, really. And I'm gonna go back and forth in the crease and softly, not too hard, to poke my eye out, but kind of just go back and forth, back and forth. And then I don't mind getting like too messy with it because sometimes it looks good when it's outside your eyelid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna smoke it out farther outside the corner of my eye. Because I put more concealer on that eye, I'm just gonna take my beauty blender, take a little bit more powder and put that on my eye. Just so we are ready for the shadow. Here we go. See, what I don't like is when you see in the front how it's a little bit outside. I don't like that, so I kind of always just wipe that off. So you see how it's, oh, you can't even, oh yeah, it's there a little bit. I like that better than when it's too far out. And then over here, just go crazy. Kind of go around everywhere. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so I did the other eye for camera. And what I forgot to mention too is what the goal is over here is to really just have soft edges that are really buffed out and blended so it doesn't look crazy. And we'll do more blending, like obviously through the whole look. But just so you know, while you're doing it or doing your own look or anything, the key is really just to blend and make everything look like one beautiful masterpiece. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take, again with my Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm gonna take the black shade in the corner called Abyss. That one's kind of self-explanatory too. So I kind of just swirled it in there a little bit. That's kind of a lot, but I'm gonna tap it off. And I'm only, you'll see in a second, I'm gonna tap that off, make sure it's off. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna only just tap it a couple times in there. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more black, but yeah, I'm just gonna tap it in there. I'm not gonna do anything yet. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side, tap it in there. Probably have to pick up a little bit more. Oh no, there we go. Just tap it and bring it in, not halfway, but you know, a little less than halfway in. It's okay if they're not even. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend, use the same brush, blending brush from before that I used with the brown, and kind of just blend out that color. So then I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that black on my blending brush, and I'm just going to keep blending. Because I want it to stay really black, but I also want it to be blended. Can you see? Like, I'm not even doing full motions, I'm kind of just hitting it. You can see that. Obviously, if you're hurting yourself, that's too hard. So I kind of brought it up a little bit, but what I almost want to do is take that off, because I want to leave that top for the brown. So I'm just going to keep blending that in. Take a little bit more on the brush. Blending that in. This side worked a little bit better. But what I want to do is I'm going to go with a different blending brush because I got black on that one. And I'm going to go back with the brown and the pukey. And I'm going to just blend out the top up here, because I want it to still be brown, mostly brown up there, and not the black yet. So I'm going to do the same on this side just in case, to even things out, you know, just to make sure things are blended. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, what is this called? Concealer brush from e.l.f. And it's kind of like, so it's not a thick brush, it's pretty thin, if you can see that on the side. Actually, okay, so I just keep going all over the place. Just ignore the color on the front of my eye. I'm gonna go in with this maroon shade, and I'm gonna take this e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm gonna pack that on in the front. And the reason I had the green on there, because I was seeing if it was gonna work, but we'll save that look for another day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take setting spray the brush, and then just go in. It's like maroon. I'm just gonna put it on top, hopefully that it just covers it. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just packing it on this brush, like I'm getting a whole lot, and I'm just dabbing it on this eye. Some people use their fingers. I'm personally not one of those people, but some people like to use their fingers if they feel like it goes on better. So I don't, and then I just pack it on like this. But see, this is dense, and these are a little bit more fluffy. So if I was using this brush, I'd probably prefer my finger, because you know, a lot of the product just doesn't pack on, it just sinks into the brush. Where this one, a lot of it just stays on the outside, so then when you pack it on, it actually packs on. If that makes any sense. So there we go, just pack it on, pack it on. Yes, pretty. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take this small angled brush. And I'm going to take, so I have this little cute Ulta Beauty palette. It's, what is this? Well, it's made in China, so that's all you need to know, I guess. It's called Sunshine, this shade right here. It's a cute little palette, I love it. And so I'm going to take Sunshine. And I think I'm going to put that on the front corner. So because this color, I don't know why, it seems like so light, I'm going to take Queen in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to put that on top of Sunshine. So I want it to look like 3 different colors. I don't want it to look like maroon with a little bit of gold. So I probably should have either left that spot open or put some concealer on it, but I didn't think that I was going to do this until I did it. So there you go. Wow, I like it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay. And there we go. So this eye was taking forever and decided to be weird. Sorry about that. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some eyeliner. I'm going to use white. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do eyeliner. I'm going to take this black Wet n Wild eyeliner pencil. And what I'm going to kind of do is kind of get it lower than my waterline so that I can smoke that out in a second. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this e.l.f. C brush and smoke that color out down there. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm still using those windshield wiper motions, and I'm just going back and forth, and I kind of want it to look like blended out and not like a straight line across my eye. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Pukey and Mocha on this same C brush, and I'm gonna kind of smoke it out the same way I did that that eyeliner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my 35S palette. I'm sorry, I don't think I said that earlier. And I'm gonna take this red shade in the corner over here. I wish they had names on them, but they don't because they hate me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that in the middle part of my lower lash, on top of the brown, and try to get it as tight to my waterline as possible without going in my waterline. Okay, so then next, if you're like me, you've got a lot of fallout on the inner corner and it kind of worked, so it's gold on your inner corner, and that's what we want. So if not, you can go ahead and take your same brush, dip it into Queen. I was right. I'm gonna roll with these. Soon I'm gonna have them memorized. And I'm gonna put that in the in front part of my lower lash line. I'm gonna take my Sephora Highlight Low Light Face Contour Duo in Tan. And I'm gonna put a line here. I'm gonna put one here, here, here. Draw a line on the chin and my jaw. Good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this e.l.f. contouring brush and I'm gonna just kind of blend it out. I'm gonna take my Tarte bronzer in Hotel Harris. I don't know. And then we're just gonna go right where the places that I put a little bit. Wow, now this time I put too much. Actually, so when in doubt, blend it out, you know. I'm just gonna take that bronzer and put it right everywhere that I put my contour. Just breathe. And I'm gonna go into my Sephora palette, blush palette. That's all it says, Sephora blush palette. And I'm gonna take this deep shade right here. And I'm gonna use that same brush and I'm gonna kind of go on top of it a little bit.
So this is what I want to stick it up a little bit.
So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do highlighter. And what I'm gonna take is, you know what I actually wanna try? This is my another e.l.f. contour brush. I have like two. Take this highlighter. This highlighter has been loved by me and I haven't touched it in a long time. Take this highlighter, my Sephora blush kit. I'm gonna dip into that highlighter, tap it off, and I'm gonna kind of go back and forth on my cheeks. So I kind of just drew that on there, and then what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my normal highlighting brush and I'm gonna kind of blend it out. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that same color and I'm actually gonna put it in my inner corner. It's kind of a gold already, but it's a lighter gold than the gold I have on, so it doesn't look horrible. I hope not. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take that same damp beauty blender from earlier. I didn't clean it or anything, and I'm just gonna kind of press everything in. I saw a YouTuber do this too. You just gotta try those things. We're YouTubers for a reason, right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my e.l.f. matte lipstick in Wine, and I'm just gonna outline my lips with that. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna tap out the edges of my lipstick to kind of drag it down on my full lip, and then I'm gonna go in with another color on top to hopefully kind of give it like an ombre effect. If not, then oh well, but if so, then cool. So then I'm gonna take my NYX matte lipstick in Volcano and just put that all over. What I wanted is not gonna work, but that's okay. You know what I did again? I forgot mascara because that's just what I always do. I've been using a bunch of Sephora stuff, so why not use my Sephora mascara? Outrageous Curl Dramatic Glowing Mascara. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm totally obsessed with this look right now. Like, I don't want to take off my makeup because I'm living for my blush. Like, tell me my blush is not. And my highlight. My highlight, what? You can still subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to comment whatever you want to comment. Hey, anything. Bye guys. So what I'm doing is I'm still using those windshield wipers. Already, because it's just nice. Wow, that looks like booger. Comment below anything you want to comment. Hey, what's up? Hello. These bags under my eyes are designer. You know everything I'm doing? I'm gonna think stop shaking. So next what I'm gonna do is eyes.